I hate it when the content we put out as an industry is about us. And I love it that yours is the right blend of it is you because people resonate with what you're doing, but you're selling the house. You're not talking about like your sales or like you're not trying to look good for the camera. You're like, I'm selling this house. I'm gonna tell you everything about it, and it's gonna be fun, and you're not gonna feel the time go by because we all have short attention spans right now. That's
Absolutely.
a very long-winded way of me asking. How did you come up with like did you come up with that on your own? Did you see someone else do? I'm so fascinated by how you came up with that piece of content.
Yeah, so I was doing video for my listings, doing, standard walkthrough tours that you would get a company to come in, they would do it for you, put it up,
Yeah.
and it was what it was, and I got some engagement on it. It was a standard, it was kind of what everybody else was doing. And I'm pretty heavy on watching social media trends, watching what's going on here in the States, following a lot of realtors that are doing a lot of cool stuff, and watching what was happening down there. I was always wanting to do something different, and it took me some time to kind of figure out what that was. In the fall of 2024, I had this house in Kingston, and it was an estate sale. The mother had passed, and there was, I think, six children involved in the sale. So there was a lot of hands in the pot. And I didn't want to do that video. Like, luxurious kind of video walkthrough for this didn't really make sense. It was dated. It had been smoked in. It wasn't the most beautiful house. It was functional. It was a solid house. And there's this colleague of mine. Actually, do you know Cameron Brio out in Moncton?
I
He's a
don't. I
DXP as
don't.
well.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I connect with him, and there's some other creators all throughout the East Coast that I kind of keep in touch with. And he did this one video ages ago, and I kind of, like you said, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. I kind of took what he had did, and it was based around the house having good bones. So I took that idea, took the presentation, and made it like something different. That I'm not trying to stop the scroll with my first one, but just doing something different, something offbeat that will make people actually want to watch it. So I just took my camera, brought it with me, brought a tripod, put my microphone on a business card, and just went to it. And I've had a couple people with me when I'm filming them, and when you're filming them, it's so weird to see the vision after because
Yeah.
so much of what makes those videos is on the editing room floor. So everything that comes together, I kind of have a vision in my head, and then we put it together in the editing room because it's just such quick cuts. So I did that one that got really good attention, but most of it was from, colleagues or some other people that were interested in the house.
Right.
So, maybe I think 3,000 views that one's up to now over its lifetime, which
That's a hit though.
I
Like
know.
three, like three, like you know what? We all, I, I'm not good at content. I will happily say that my content, I think I'm being self-critical. I think I'm mediocre at best. Trying to get better, but I'm nowhere near like, I think of like, you've got great content. I think of like Chelsea Lawler has great content. Jonathan Lander has great content. Like, realtors do really good content. I'm not one, I'm working on it. But I think when it comes to seeing great content, like the the cut, the edit is like everything you see. And to see like we've all been there where you're recording something and you're like,
You're
is this
not
good?
gonna
Are
work.
we stupid?
Yeah,
Should we just go
yeah,
back to the try and true? Hi,
yeah,
this is
yeah.
Jason Paul. Welcome to my. You know what I mean? But when it came to social media content, like you get so into as a realtor anyway, you get so
Hmm.
because you're trying to build a profile, trying to build a brand, you're trying to build recognition, just to get some leads to keep the lights on. You get caught up in the views of like 100 people, 200 people, 3,000 people. Someone once said to me, and I loved it because I was bitching about views on a piece of content that I thought would really go.
Mm.
I thought I nailed it on a house that was really pretty in downtown Halifax and luxurious and all those things. I like trademark this will hit, and it didn't go. And I was mad because it got like 700, 800 views, or I was upset. I was complaining about it to a colleague, and he said, "Imagine 800 people in this room." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Just picture." And like we were in this like little cafe. He's like, "Just picture 800 people in this room." And then
Exactly.
he goes, "Now shut the fuck up." I was like, "Okay."
All right, you're right. Yeah, and I say 3,000 like it's not a lot, but it was a lot of that time.
Yeah.
Fast forward to today, the biggest video that I have views on is up to 750,000 views across all platforms.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
and
amazing.
it was one that I did not think was going to hit.
Really?
I'm pretty confident now that all of them that I put up, they're going to get some good
Traction.
interaction. They're going to get some good traction. They're going to get out there. They're going to get good comments, things like that. But this one was for an off-grid property in Bear River that not much around to do the local piece for it, right? So
Yeah.
I can't really hop in front of the coffee shop because there isn't much for a coffee shop in that area. And for some reason, that one just got 750,000 views. I don't know what
Naturally
it was. Yeah,
organic. No, no, nothing behind it.
I haven't done a single paid ad on any of my listing videos.
Good for you.
Yeah.
What do you average for views? If you don't mind me, any idea?
Yeah,
Rough ballpark.
yeah. So on the high end, we're getting in that 500,000. Uh,
Wow.
but usually we're anywhere from like 75 to 125.
Wow. Just on a perfectly organic reach. Just good, solid content.
Good solid content. That's it, man.
Eh,
And it it took 6 videos to
okay.
hit. So a lot of people, you see the trajectory from someone to go from here to here, but not a lot of people see this. They don't see the roller coaster that you're on to get up to there. And it was actually the bringing in the local pieces of it that made it really hit. So I had a listing in Port Williams, um, kind of a depressed house. It was a solid home right on the main street in the 358. And I was like, you know what, this time I'm going to get involved with the community and I'm going to bring in the community aspect of it because a lot of the agents that I'm seeing do really cool stuff in the States. Do you follow Broke Agent Media?
I do. Yeah, I do
Yeah,
actually. Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of their big contributors, some of the biggest things they're talking about is local, local, hyper local. Make sure that what you're doing is tying the property back to where it is. Because one of the things you can't change about the house is location. It's not going anywhere. It is where it is. So I took the opportunity to take the first 10 seconds of my videos and showcase where it is, what amenities are close by, what restaurants are close by. And that one just went skyrocketed. I put it up at night. I woke up in the morning and I thought something was wrong with my phone because it broke 100,000 views from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m.
What was your any idea what your average view count was before?
1,500.
Fi-
I mean, before I started doing the videos, 1,500, it started to gain a bit. I had some that hit that 10K mark,
Yeah.
um, but that was really stretching it. And then nowadays, we're getting to 10K within a couple hours.
Wow. Just off of I got what made you do deadpan? Because that
Yeah,
is like my like favorite. I love it because it's like it is the antithesis of real estate content. Like we're all so like hi or like
mm,
this how like like so much and it feels so. After you see 10,000 of them of the like hi welcome to my listing like after so many times of that pep it feels fake, it feels
totally.
inauthentic,
Yeah,
and it shows because no one watches it anymore because it's the
yeah.
same script for your 3 bedroom 2 bathroom. Like I said to my photographer, I think it was last year, my videographer, I said I can't do any more of these intros. Like I'll hang myself if I have to go with Jason Paul, the XP Realty, da 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 da, and this that da 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 da. Like I was like we need to figure out something different because like these suck. But
Mm,
like, what made you go? I'm gonna deadpan this. I'm not gonna have it. I'm just gonna be hey. Like what?
yeah,
How? Like what came up with that?
it was different. So before I got into real estate, I worked in the restaurant industry, bars, hospitality, the alcohol industry. So I've got a server voice. When you're out to eat, your server doesn't talk to you like they talk to your friends. They're there to serve you and they do something. Hi, how you doing today? Great to meet you. Thanks for coming to your table. What can I get you? My name's Bruce and we'll be taking care of you today. So I was doing a lot of that with my intro videos and kind of adopting that voice. And I said, I want to create kind of persona for
Right.
this and do something that's different, something that people are going to see. And I just wanted lowbrow. I wanted something that was going to be easy to digest, something that might get shared throughout the neighborhoods and the areas. And the deadpan just kind of spoke to me a little bit. So I did it for that seller. And honestly, I didn't tell them I was doing that video. I just did it and sent it to them. And they were like, this is the funniest shit I have ever seen. Please post this. So
Oh, I love
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I did it. And then the next one that I did, I said, okay, here's what I can do. Here's the old videos I used to do. Here's the new videos. Um, I'll leave it to you to decide which one you want to do. And that seller was like, definitely the new video. That's hilarious. That's going to make you famous at some point. It's like, maybe we'll see. So that's what I did. And
Yeah.
it just kept growing and growing and
Just
growing,
took
kept doing
off.
it. I did about 20 of them last year. So It just,
and everyone just like 10x the other one. Now you're, I mean, 75,000 to $100,000 view, 125,000 views organically on social media is like kudos to you.
that's
Like
right.
that's so impressive. I've
Yeah.
been trying to crack social for 6 years. I'm still bad, and it's okay. Like I'm happy to say it. I'll figure it out. I just, but like, I remember when I first saw your video.